The sleepy, idyllic town of Mistress Glen is home to a predator.
A beast walks the outskirts, silent yet deadly.
Who will fall prey to its nightmarish stench? This is Mysteries of the Verdant Valley.
Oh, but, I think I got the mic order working again. I'm sorry, I guess I must have landed on it. I got a little squished, but I think I've got it up and running now.
It's all good, man.
I'll get everybody up to speed. Why don't you wake up the others real fast?
Okay, let's start with Gerty, because we know she's a sound sleep. Yeah, oh my God. Gerty! Man, don't make me go through this again. Come on. Gerty, wake up, man.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Mysteries of the Verdant Valley. Has hit the fan. I repeat, has hit the fan, but at least Theo is alive for now. But did you get everybody awake?
Almost. Grondar. Wait, give me some of that red onion.
Okay, here.
All right, everybody, take a sniff of this.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, everybody get up.
All right. Whoa. What happened?
Well, we're not sure yet.
Yeah. Where are we?
Somewhere in the Cinderwood.
I am so proud that all of Mystra's Glen has been able to come out and show their support for the beleaguered Diggle family.
Oh no, the fundraiser, it started.
Everyone, well, almost everyone, but I'm sure those who are also not present are still caring citizens in their own way.
We must be close to the edge of the forest if we can hear it from here.
Yeah, that would make sense. It's kind of weird, y'all, but nothing's missing. Still have all my
Okay, that's good.
Based on where the moon's sitting, we've lost about an hour.
An hour? We've lost an hour?
I guess we were out for a while.
Oh
no. Who drug us up here?
I think the more important question is, why did they leave us here with our weapons? And
I think the most important question is, where is Theo?
The moon goes dark as darkness descends on all of you.
Oh, no.
Those of you who have dark vision, perhaps some of you have experienced this phenomenon before, but it is inky black darkness, like a fog that covers you all. I would like each of you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
8.
9.
10. 7.
25.
As the tritone whisper builds throughout the area that you are in, and you hear the unmistakable sound that precedes the coming of the Cinderwood Walker, every one of you, with the exception of Gerty, is gripped by fear.
Bud!
The darkness that has descended upon you gives way to a very dim visibility. You can make out only barely this enormous silhouette creeping, clutching towards you. It seems to be growing in the darkness, almost like it is bubbling up from the ground. You hear the squelching of wet, dead vegetation and the cracking of old, dry branches, and then 2 beams of yellow in the darkness, further shining a stark contrast against the bare hint of a silhouette of enormous, misshapen antlers.
It's the Walker. And Grondar is backing away as the fear overtakes him. He's not used to being terrified like this. He keeps just repeating that. It's the Walker. He manages to take out 3 arrows and knock them with his hands just shaking like a leaf. I've been studying the Walker for so long. I don't want to hurt it.
Oh, it seems to want to hurt you.
So he keeps backing away and backing away. He hasn't used magic in so long, but somehow out of nowhere, the words to Hail of Thorns comes to him. And those 3 arrows seem to multiply before I've let loose the bow. And as far as he can, still walking back. And he lets them loose, and they just multiply. Double, triple, quadruple. And this wall of arrows flies in the walker's direction.
Roll your attacks with disadvantage.
A 23, a 17, and a 13.
Terrified as you are, shaky as your aim is, this enormous creature provides a broad enough target for 2 of your arrows to find their mark, and the Cinderwood Walker screams out into the night. And then the walker is going to charge right up towards you. As it rushes you all with a speed unimaginable for something its size. It moves so quick. The rotten stench of death just overwhelms everyone here. I need to make a Constitution saving throw. You are at disadvantage on this con save unless you have diapers around your head.
9 for Grondar.
I also got a 9.
Okay.
14 for Gerty.
Even with disadvantage, I've smelled this smell before, and I got a 19.
Great.
Got a 1, baby.
Oh,
Anyone who rolled underneath a 10, you are paralyzed. Anyone who succeeded, you are immune to any future rolls against the stench for this encounter. Grondar. First, it is going to claw at you. These massive claws lash out in the dim light. 22 to hit for 11 points of slashing damage and 8 points of necrotic damage. And I need you to make a DC 15 strength saving throw.
That's a 16.
This enormous claw smashes into you with the force of a sledgehammer. And you take the blow, and it shoves you backwards, but you remain on your feet, although you're shaky for a moment. You have reason to be afraid, Grondar. All the more so is as you look down, and where the beast struck you are small tendrils of mushroom-like rotting spores. That's only its first attack. It rears back up and it roars again into the night. And as it brings its hooves down into the soil, you're able to leap out of the way of that attack, but you are not able to get out of the way in time as it swings its head around, bringing its skeletal antlers careening into your body. That's going to be 11 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Grondar!
That's a 7.
You all watch with horror as Grondar's form, silhouetted in the dim light, is lifted up into the air by this enormous creature. You are impaled, grappled on its antlers.
Oh boy.
Oh, no, you don't. Hey, Walker, over here. Gerty is going to try and get their attention with the use of her channel divinity. Be with me now, Dawn Blossom. And Gerty presents her amulet, which looks like this hieroglyphic eye surrounded by sunbeams. A massive beam of white light will burst forth from her, and I need for the Cinderwood Walker to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 14.
15.
Damn.
As you present your holy symbol and as light beams out, completely dispelling this darkness, this aura that surrounds the Cinderwood Walker, every single one of you're able to now see in stark contrast, and it is a horrifying sight. Grondar has been impaled on this creature's antlers and is dangling like a ragdoll up in the air. And yet, when you look at this creature fully in the light for the first time ever, getting evidence really of this creature's existence and what it looks like, it has been mashed together from the dead remains of multiple animals. And as you can look into its glowing yellow eyes, it doesn't look terrifying. It looks sad and tired. No one is afraid anymore, as dispelling the darkness also dispels the fear aura.
Grondar, stay with me. And as the space around Grondar almost seems to dim, while that around Gerty brightens, she has cast Sanctuary on Grondar, warding him from attacks and spells.
You are able to provide some light on this situation and some protection for Grondar, and then shielding itself from the light, the Cinderwood Walker slaps at you with its enormous claw.
Oh, get lit! As more light pours in around Gerty, who has just used her reaction of warding flare to impose disadvantage on an attack.
13 to hit.
That will not hit.
So it swipes at you, and you can see where its big claw, now shining in the light, bits of rot and maggots and grubs that are flying through the air as it does so. That'll be one of its legendary actions. Her.
I step up in front of the walker, and I look at him right in the eyeballs, and I say, Tad! We don't want to hurt you. We want to help you. And we want to help Theo too. Please, please just help us. Help us help you.
You see this creature look at you with just a world weariness, and the entire form sags a little bit. And you see for a brief moment its eyes, the glow, that yellow glow in the darkness that has chased you all, dims, and then flashes again, and the entire thing is reanimated with force. But it seems like you are getting somewhere. I'm going to say that is your action.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it was, as a first attempt, successful. And I'm going to say that this creature burns one of its legendary resistances as whatever animating force is coursing through it asserts itself.
Hey there, folks, Bud here, and I've got a special message for all you foodies out there. You know, I loves to eat, but I just don't have time to shop for ingredients, measure and chop a whole bunch of And I'll be honest with y'all, I can't cook for I'm sick of making meals that taste worse than I was just about to give up eating altogether when I discovered Breadbasket. Breadbasket uses only the freshest ingredients, locally sourced right here in the Verdant Valley, and delivered straight to your doorstep by a trusty team of clockwork couriers. And the best part? You don't have to lift a finger. All their kits come with easy-to-follow instructions that any dumb could understand. Just open the box, follow the recipe, and you'll have a feast fit for a fire giant. Meal kits come in a variety of themes, like Goblin Gourmet, Fae Fair, and Orc-tastic. Whether you're a halfling or a half, they got something for everyone. Breadbasket. Savor the flavor of homegrown delights.
The Walker will spend 2 of its legendary actions and begin beating its skeletal wings fiercely. Gerty and Herb are the 2 that are going to be closest here, and I would like you to make dexterity saving throws.
Big 5 for Gerty.
12.
You both take 14 points of bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone. The skeletal wings beat, and you are thrown back. Although they don't have any flesh on them, they somehow magically are still summoning a great wind that buffets you, throwing you into the ground, and this creature lifts up into the air. It does not go far. It does not seem to be able to fly for very long, but with a short burst of speed, it flies up and over you, Herb, and lands right in front of Bud.
I'm trying to scream, but I can't because I'm paralyzed.
Oh no!
So I'm just staring at this thing wide-eyed, and then the smell just hits me like a ton of bricks.
Oh, what a terrible stench. It's awful. It's so bad. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, it's an 18.
18 will do it. That ends the paralyzation, and you are now immune to it for the rest of this encounter.
As the initial fear hits me, I just think, what am I doing here? I gotta get out of here. And I start to back up. But then I see Bud, silhouetted by the light, this horrific creature looming over him. And it takes me back to a moment years and years ago, to the last job that Bud and I did together, when we were stealing from a creature you do not steal from. I just remember this bright, hot light as the mouth of a giant dragon began to heat up with flame, knowing it was my end. And in that moment, some wisecrack from Bud rang out. It was dumb enough to distract this creature and allow me a chance to slip away. That moment that he saved my life, I think it weighed on me in some way that I couldn't really handle. And we drifted apart for years and years. That's something I've been ashamed of for a long time. And so seeing my old friend silhouetted before this terrible creature, I steel myself and get ready to do what I can. However, what I didn't notice is that the diaper had twisted to the side, and now my face is poking through one of the leg holes, providing no protection at all as this stench wafts over us, and I go into a full paralysis.
Amazing.
I need to make a con save.
Yes, please.
That's a 2. It's twice as good as I did last time.
Grondar, you are being flung about in the air, stuck onto this creature's antlers.
The world is spinning wildly around me, flopping like a ragdoll at the mercy of the walker. And the world keeps spinning around. And he closes his eyes and he draws on primal energy that thrums beneath the surface of the earth. The incantation, it's more of a plea at this point to these forces. And he feels a warmth spreading across his skin, flesh hardening, taking on a texture and strength of bark. And he's doing this simply because he's afraid that if he doesn't cast this spell, Bark Skin, then he will be torn in half.
So you cast Bark Skin, and bark that is living and fresh seems to sever the connection that these skeletal antlers have to you. Your spell is spreading across your body, and when it crosses the wound that you are impaled upon, it slices through the old, dead antlers, and you drop to the ground.
The Cinderwood Walker has gone by many names in its long, long life, but the one that I found that is the oldest is in an ancient, long-lost druidic language. And this name comes to him as he's lying on the ground. He reaches up his hands, and what he wants to do now is get its attention by saying its name. Maybe he can connect to it, and it will attack him instead of his friends. Brunchunk.
Roll me a persuasion check.
21.
Once again, you all see this creature, the yellow in its eyes goes out, the entire form slackens a bit as if the animating force that is binding these various dead creatures together into one thing is weakening. And he almost reaches out a claw as if to scoop up Grondar in an embrace. But then, flash! Goes the yellow again. Everything tightens back up. The creature screams out to the moon. And the Cinderwood Walker continues its rampage. And since you are right there, it is going to try and attack you again, but you have a sanctuary placed on you. So it brings up its claw to bring it down on Grondar, and unable to follow through, it turns and slashes at Bud. 12.
12 don't hit none.
12 don't hit none. It's going to bring its hooves up and try to destroy Grondar once more. That's a 3 wisdom save, so those hooves are going to come down on Bud. 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's gonna do it. But I've been clocking this thing since it missed me the first time, and I'm gonna dive to the side so quick, it's uncanny.
So that 11 points of bludgeoning damage is brought down to 5. As once again, you all see this miraculous moment where these hooves are coming down, and the creature struggles for a moment in midair before glancing off to the side and pummeling Bud. And then finally, its antlers are going to swing back around, and this time, possessed as it is with this preternatural intelligence, its yellow eyes are going to clock onto Gerty, and it's going to swing its antlers around into her. 20 to hit, Gerty.
Oh, yeah, that hurts.
So that'll be 11 points of piercing damage, and it is your turn, Gerty.
How is Grondar looking?
Grondar is looking very, very, very bad.
Holding the spot where the walker pierced her, Gerty looks over and sees Grondar clinging to this mortal coil. She runs to Grondar, nudging him with her foot. Open up, Toots! As she pours an iridescent silvery blue liquid into your mouth. So that's 6 points of healing for you. And then she's going to throw her spiritual weapon. A giant orb of pulsing, shimmering white light streaks from her palms, and that's a 24 to hit for 12 points of damage.
As your orb of light smashes into the Cinderwood Walker's skeletal pronounced snout, the light of the orb seems to shine onto flesh and fur that is made whole in its light for a brief moment before passing and revealing that dead creature's skeleton once again. He is going to again claw at Gerty.
As sparkles rain forth, Gerty pops off another warding flare reaction.
15 to hit.
That does hit.
No! The flash comes a moment too late as the claws bash into you. You take 11 points of slashing damage from the claw.
Gerty's down.
As Gerty falls to the floor, you all see mushrooms beginning to sprout and her very skin beginning to turn black as she takes necrotic damage as well. And Herb, it is your turn.
Nobody hurts my I go into a rage as I stand up from prone. Each claw that digs into the ground to get myself up, it's slow and deliberate as the ground shakes as I push myself up to my full standing height. And crackling lightning is surrounding my shell and my claws. And one arc of lightning shoots out towards the Cinderwood Walker. And he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's a 9, but he's going to use his last legendary resistance to just straight up tank it. Lightning crashes into him, and it almost seems to energize this dead Frankenstein creature.
He used her legendary resistance to resist 1 point of lightning.
I grab my stupidly large meat tenderizer, and I run up to be face to face with this thing, and lightning crackling, I'm gonna take a swipe right between his eyes, recklessly. 17 to hit.
That hits.
16 points of damage on the first hit.
Woo, boy.
As it connects, I pull back and I turn around and I go straight for the antler that swiped both Gerty and Grondar. Recklessly! That's 25 to hit! Yes! 14 points of damage to his antler!
The antler crackles and snaps and breaks off completely, leaving the Cinderwood Walker without antlers with which to attack.
Love to see it.
Herb faces down this huge behemoth, and the Cinderwood Walker seems to be Yes, certainly wounded, certainly damaged, but that yellow, animating, enervating force flashes brighter under the fury of your wounds, and it returns the same to you. It will use a legendary action to attack you with its claw. 25 to hit. That's gonna be 11 slashing damage, 8 necrotic damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
23.
Like Superman catching an oncoming train, this claw crashes into you, and you just grappling it like you're holding a bull by the horns, and just.
Hang on, man. Hang on. Oh my God. Gerty's down. Grondar's been skewered like a piece of meat. Daryl's just paralyzed. I looked at my crossbow, and then I looked back up at the walker. What good is this, man? This ain't gonna do nothing. My friends are about to die, and there's nothing I can do. God damn it, bud. You're just a tired old gnome.
He's tired. He wants to sleep. Let Todd rest.
You see the hat that I wear in your hands. I say, this is my hat of disguise. Do with it what you will.
Nobody hurts my buddy. And my crossbow slips out of my hand. I rummage through my pouch, and I pull out the cultist robe, and I toss that to the ground. I reach back in, and out comes the medallion, and I throw that on the ground too. Come on, man, where is it? Finally, my hand closes around this soft felt, and I yank that out of my bag. It's a hat way too big for me, but I slip it on over my head, and I yell as loud as I can.
The Cinderwood Walker, still locked in battle, claw ready to crush Herb into the ground, turns and does like a confused.
And when the walker turns back to look at me, he don't see a middle-aged, washed-up deep gnome. He sees a young, halfling boy, just over 2 foot tall, with brown hair and eyes, wearing a red sweater, brown trousers, and bare feet.
Stop! Stop! Todd! Stop! These are my friends. They don't want to hurt you.
I hold out my hands as if I want to give him some scritches.
It's okay. It's okay. Come here. It's okay. Shh.
The yellow flashes again for a moment, and it seems to be struggling, but it comes over, padding very slowly, curls up like an enormous dog, and prepares itself for scritches.
I'm sorry that my friends were hurting you.
The creature goes. And it seems calm, but you also see that like yellow light just like crackling within it, and the entire body, as much as you ask it to be calm, seems tense and taut, because these various corpses and dead plant matter are holding it together, desperately fighting against the natural rot of death.
They were confused and scared, just like you. You're so tired. You feel like you could sleep forever. It's time. I know. I'll miss you too. But it's time to rest. All you have to do is let go.
You see that crackling flash of yellow in its eyes as it exhales. The whispers, that tritone whisper, builds to a crescendo, as if all of the many creatures and beings and spirits that have been mashed and amalgamated together into this one thing all exhale a sigh of relief and depart to whatever plane they need to rest. And a massive mound of dead body parts and vegetation and sloth cascade down upon you, bud, like a wash of the worst dookie in the world. You are covered in the death stench of the Cinderwood Walker as it discorporates back into the various pieces that once made up its being.
Oh, man, that ain't natural. The walker's gooey, rotten meat slurry washes over me, completely submerging my entire 3'5" body. I take a finger, I just scoop the slime out of my eyes and my nose, I spit some out, and then I pull off the hat of disguise and I give it a good shake and I try to brush some of that off of there, and then I turn to Daryl and I look him in the eye and I give him one of those knowing nods and I toss the hat back over to him.
Eyes watering from the stench. The hat just hits me in the face as I'm still paralyzed.
Oh no!
Gerty! I run over and I pop a Dr. Heelgoods and I slam it in her gullet.
Gerty, you had not yet rolled a death save, had you?
I had not yet rolled a death save. No.
Okay, cool. So this is a natural 1. You take 2 failed death saving throws. As essentially what is being poured down your throat are horrible chemicals. It's a bad drink. Oh, no. It is effectively poison. Light poison, but poison still. Like, you know, in the same way that all alcohol is a little bit of poison. So you take 2 death saving throw failures.
Neat.
You all see Gerty is like choking on this terrible stuff. It's a very sharp chemical smell. Dr. Heelgoods is, it packs a punch.
Wow, is that normal? I don't know, man. That looks kind of weird.
I think she had some regular good stuff in her pockets. Hold on. And I go digging through her pockets to look for a real healing potion.
Move aside. It's not there. I stole it earlier. And I'll just pour it down your throat. As I rolled a natural 20 to become unparalyzed.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, there's some trash in there. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Get that other stuff out.
Oh, I don't like that. Hi, everybody. Oh, whew.
Gerty, you gave us a fright, man.
I went to the light, but I chose to come back. Oh, everything's fine. My eyes are watering a whole lot.
Yeah.
Mine too.
Just sit down here.
Yeah.
Have some sip of water.
Thank you.
There is a cheer that rises up from the direction of the town.
The fundraiser.
What in the hell? Does that sound like what I think it sounds like?
Is Theo back in town?
At the fundraiser?
But Sheriff Thorne, he had him in a cage.
Maybe he escaped.
Doubtful. It's probably a trap.
I'm not sure it matters.
Yeah, Grondar's right, man. If Theo's at the fundraiser, we gotta get there either way.
You all make your way down to the town square, and as you do, the crowd seems to be in a celebratory mode. Everyone is cheering and clapping. Some people are crying and hugging each other. You see up on a small little erected stage in front of a banner that says Mistress Glen fundraiser for Theo Diggle.
We shouldn't be out in the open.
No, you're right. Let's sneak around the back of the stage. There's less people over there.
You see Mayor Eustace Dinglehopper with his arms around Theo Diggle, who seems shaken but otherwise unharmed. His mom is holding his hand, and Sheriff Thorne is standing on the stage proudly, and Mayor Dinglehopper steps forward to the little microphone that's erected at the stage, and he says,
This is exactly what our great and wonderful police and sheriff and officials of Mistress Glen have been working toward. This is our victory together. We have once again proven that our little town can overcome the greatest and most terrible odds. Everyone, another cheer for the rescue and return of Theo Diggle.
Get down! Get behind these crates!
Now, good people of Mistra's Glen, I wish I could tell you that tonight's fundraiser marks the end of our troubles. That Theo's safe return would bring everything back to normal. But unfortunately, that is not the case. The parties responsible for taking young Theo from his family are still at large. What's worse, these fiends are members of our own community, masquerading as our friends and neighbors while they've been committing these horrific and cowardly acts. Sheriff Thorne, would you please?
Thank you, Mayor Dinglehopper, Crygglinexxerflump, Buddlicker, the Turtle Folk, Herb, Gerty, McGillicuddy, Grondar, Pawsniff, and an unidentified drow elf are highly dangerous and should not be approached under any circumstances. They inserted themselves into our investigation of Theo's disappearance, claiming to be looking for Theo when in fact they were the perpetrators. These criminals didn't just tear a helpless child away from his family. No, they are also thieves and murderers.
What the f?
This is bull.
Shh, shush.
Thank you, Sheriff. Yes, I'm saddened to report that a beloved member of our community, Barlow Brittlebottom, was found dead this evening. I'm afraid it's murder most foul. He had been battered and poisoned. Rest assured, Sheriff Thorne and his deputies are working tirelessly to apprehend these dastardly degenerates. But we are asking all of the citizens of Mistra's Glen to be vigilant.
Oh, God. No!
Now, I know this is shocking and difficult to believe. Unfortunately, we have irrefutable proof. Scrying eye transmissions were recovered of Buddlicker, Herb, and their accomplices. Thorne, play it back, please.
We're running out of time, man. Come on.
Press it.
Press it. Herb, you did it. You're a goddamn genius, man.
Quickly, inside.
Oh, man. I cannot wait to see what kind of sweet-ass treasures they got up in this b****.
I'm gonna charge him.
Yeah, Herb, kick his dick in the dirt.
You're a stupid potato.
We are doing everything in our power to bring these criminals to justice. But we need your cooperation.
the five of you, covered in gore and viscera, guts, and disgusting necrotic tissue and blood. There is a gas. Some of the people near you faint and pass out from the horrible smell.
Oh my God, what is that smell? I'm going to be
Thorne, get your deputies under control. As I was saying, if you have any information on their whereabouts, please Report it to the Mistress Glen Sheriff Department immediately.
What are you two on about?
I think something died, sir.
And that thing vomited up another dead thing, and then...
Shut it! What the bloody hells are you talking about?
I have never physically seen a smell before, but sink me!
Shut it!
You don't smell that?
Oh, God, no! Mayor! That smell!
I know.
That means...
It doesn't matter. Find them.
Why are you still standing here? Find them!
Oh, it's coming from right over there.
Oh, we're busted.
We need to go now.
There's too many people, they'll see us.
I have an idea. And Gerty reaches into her component pouch for ruby dust, carving a symbol through the air just before touching the stage as she casts continual flame on it. It appears to catch fire in burning yellow and red and orange flames. They jump from the floorboards onto the curtains and rise up the fundraiser banner. Soon they've spread all over, making it appear as if the entire stage has become engulfed in an inferno. And now, some ambience. She'll also add in thaumaturgy to add pops and crackles as the flames dance and roar to life.
Fire! The fire! Fire! Oh, Kwill, save me! Oh.
Go, now. Move.
Run!
Wait!
Pickle!
How'd you know we were here, man? It wasn't hard. I just followed my nose. I've been keeping an eye on things here, like you asked. It's not good.
Quick, we need to get to Rosie and the boys.
No, Herb. No, you can't.
What do you mean?
They're under some kind of spell. They're not our friends anymore.
We can't just leave them.
Trust me, they won't come with us.
Yo, we gotta get out of here.
I know. I brought this.
The portable hole.
We need to go.
Daryl, can you still turn invisible? Where the fuck is Daryl, man?
I'm already invisible.
Oh my God!
Oh, look, okay, gal. It looks like we're going back in the hole. Everybody in. Come on, let's go. Daryl, you take the hole. Get us out of town. And remember, you only have
10 minutes. I know.
We're leaving Mistress Glen?
I don't think we got a choice, Herb.
What about my shop?
What about our friends and my garden?
They're coming. Hurry.
Go. Everybody in.
I can't believe we're running away, bud.
I know, Herb. But the funny thing about running away, sometimes it's the only way to get back home again.
The Adventures of Bud and Herb is brought to you by Cinderwood Studios. Created and written by Anna Fitzgerald and Evan Bivins.
Episode 9, Goodbye Mistress Glen, stars Evan Bivins as Crygglinexxerflump, Bud, Buddlicker, and Sheriff Thorne.
Anna Fitzgerald as Herb and Theo Diggle. Seth McKay as Daryl Zoran and Spif'f the Guard.
Matthew Bivins as Grondar Pawsniff and Kwill the Guard.
Alison Kendrick as Gerty McGillicuddy, and Alejandro as the Dungeon Master.
Produced and edited by Anna Fitzgerald and Evan Bivins.
Sound design by Evan Bivins with music and sound effects by Soundstripe. Original character art and poster by Bridget Connell.
Special thanks to Alejandro and Greg Hess.
Love cryptids? So do we! Join the Mistress Glen Cryptid Club on YouTube and all socials at Bud and Herb.